Good morning, good morning. I love this truck stop. I'm at the Love Truck Stop. Sweetwater, Texas. Good morning, good morning. Headed back to Colorado. Kick that into driving mode. Waste some of my time in the parking lot. Tighten her down, batten down the hatches. Looks like a nice little RV park right there. Come on, Bezzy. Let's get her rolling. Oh, I don't want to roll my window down. I'm going to adjust my mirror. Just cleaned the glass. Took a few suicidal insects off. There wasn't a whole lot of them. Whoa, horsey. Got hit in a rainstorm last night a bit. I was going to start filming it because it was pretty intense for a little bit there. I was kind of hoping for some wicked weather because I absolutely love bad weather. But by the time I was getting ready to press record, it lightened up. So I just blew her off. We're going to go north over here. I forget which highway it is. Through Post, Texas, P-O-S-T. Need to get fuel at the Pilot, Flying J, whichever it is. It's probably about a half hour away. I like it when I spend the night there. That way when I do my pre-trip, I can do my fuel at the same time, and that's how you save time. With this Obama log, you gotta manage your time. After all, that's what allows you to make money. You don't have no time, you ain't gonna make no money. Kind of going too slow to be in this lane, but guys aren't going to be here for a bit. Go up to Lubbock, Texas, and the other day I came down 287 and there is no passing lanes on that highway. We got stuck behind a truck. There's one trucking outfit out of Dallas-Fort Worth, Raider Express. Look at that, they got a mask on that Western Texas College billboard. Raider Express, they're like 57 miles an hour. So you get 5 or 6 trucks back behind it, you're not going anywhere. You're destined to drive that speed. And they're always on that highway. So we're going to take 87. That's how we're going to do it. Go over there from Amarillo to Raton, New Mexico. And up and over Raton Pass on into colorful Colorado. There's a lot of cool old cars over there. And I bought some stock a while back called Nabors, Nabors, for like $13 a share, or $13.60, and I only bought 10 shares, and it was at 46 last night. And I'm like, what the heck? I got all my eggs in different baskets, so some's making money, some's losing money. But I'm new to this, so I've always wanted to do it. Just didn't really know how. And I thought, you go ahead and invest, and then if you don't know what to invest in, you make a little bit of money. Then they charge you fees to broker what you did, and how did you make money? They made money, but you didn't. But yet you always hear how people make money in the stock market. You got to buy a lot of shares, I reckon. And so I wanted to get into penny stocks, and I tried one time. The guy goes, you got a $500 minimum in the account, and then we go from there. It's kind of like a pain in the butt. This Robinhood app was like super cool. So I'm up and running, all on my own. And kind of funny, the news feed now has a lot of stock market news. I didn't ask for it, but since I started doing it, it's like the computer just takes over and knows what I'm thinking, knows what I'm looking at. Look at that view pollution. Gotta love it. So I was making a bit of money on there, about $300. It was kind of cool. But I bought a lot of Hertz stock, not a lot. I don't know, maybe 20 shares. But I'm losing money on it. I figured they've been around for 100 years, not really, but close to it. They're not going to go under. I filed for bankruptcy. I knew that, but that's bankruptcy protection. Now I guess a lot of them used cars are going to be stuck on the market. So if you want to buy a good used car, get ready. One of the consequences of the COVID. And old Trump signed that executive order attacking the tech companies. They had that protection at 230 to help build them. And they're supposed to be a platform. You stay neutral, let people post and say what they want, and let it be. But they started doing it, fact checking and editing, and we're going to give you our opinion. And they've been doing it for a while, and a lot of people have been upset that they couldn't do anything about it because of that 230 Act or whatever. So now they're going to be able to sue them. Thank God. Freedom of speech. It's like colleges are shutting down one side. You have to have. I look at it this way. I look at all kinds of different avenues and then choose the road I want to go down. So, I got to look at all of them in order to make an informed decision. I'm just using it as a metaphor, of course. But like a friend of mine goes, "Oh, I can't," because he said something about Greta Thunberg on Facebook, and I go, well, I'm not necessarily a friend, but I've known him since high school. We are friends, acquaintances, but we're not like close. And he's like, posted something, and I'm like, the planet has been warming and cooling for millennia. It's what it's been doing. It's alive. It gets warm and cold, warm and cold. They can prove it through ice core samples and other type of geological surveying. So I just mentioned something like that. He goes, you're causing too much controversy on there. I'm going to have to unfriend you on Facebook. I go ahead. He likes to post these enlightened things. And I go, it's kind of hard to be enlightened looking through a monocle. How can you be enlightened when you're only looking down one road? It's impossible. But he even admits he's a liberal. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not knocking him down at all for that. I'm just saying, if you are going to be enlightened, look at everything, so you can make a good, informative decision. You know, you can't tell somebody what to do or how to do it if you've never done it. Like the people at the FMCA, they've never driven a truck, but yet they're telling us how to do it. And we have to listen, and that really sucks. It's overregulated. And ever since they implemented the Obama law, deaths of truckers have gone up. And they're going to do a survey, figure out why. Okay. Writing's right there on the wall. Just read it. But yeah, I mean, now they're, you know, like, content they deem to be whatever they deem, and then they take it down. YouTube does it, Google does it, Facebook does it. I've been kicked off Facebook a few times for saying what I thought. Nothing derogatory. They just didn't like it. You can't post stuff like that. You can't. Who are you? You're supposed. Are you an editor? You write the paper? Then that's one thing. But if you're just an unbiased platform and let people discuss, you can't be doing that. So he signed an executive order going after them for that. And I say it's about time. Freedom of speech. I'm an advocate of freedom of speech. I'm an advocate of right to bear arms. I'm an advocate of America. I was born here, bred here, and I live here. I'll stay here as long as it's America. I can't believe some people want socialism. I mean, I don't see where it's ever worked. So I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. They haven't said nothing to me. This load was supposed to be picked up another hour and a half from now in Pleasanton, Texas. It was supposed to pick up. So I was going to hang out. And I went by there yesterday and I'm like, yo, there's nobody here. So I parked across the street, walked up to the door, and there was a sign that says, hey, if you, for pickups and deliveries, call this number. If not, call this other number. So I'm like, all right. Call the first one number, nothing. Second number, guy answers. I'm like, yeah, do I need to call you guys for tomorrow for a delivery? I'm here now. I was thinking and hoping I could get delivered or picked up today, but if not, it's not a problem. Just check it. He goes, yeah, no, nobody's there. It's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Just, like I said, I'm here now. I always check if possible to load early. We're hauling for the oil fields right now. We're hauling bags of some type of chemical. Non-hazardous because they're non-placarded. Placarded meaning you have to have stickers on the side of the truck signs, and diamond shaped. It tells you the number of the product you're hauling, so that if there was an accident, the responding safety personnel can look at the number and determine what you're hauling without getting up next to it, doing the taste test. But I even told him, I go, you guys picking up? He goes, yeah, a little bit. I'm like, well, that's good. I'd like to see his country back up and working again. And he goes, we're just shifting the product. We're not. He goes, usually I receive it, but they need some over there, so we're shipping it back to them. It's going to Fort Lupton, Colorado. Well, that's after the fact. It ended up being, I was looking for somewhere to get something to eat and do a little shopping. I saw a Walmart about 4 miles away, so I'm searching through my phone, trying to figure out how I'm going to get there, where I'm going to park, all that stuff, because I do all my research, even if I'm just going to do that, so I know exactly where I'm going. And getting ready to go, I was going to blow out my truck. There's a few sawdust shavings from prior loads that stick in the slots and then end up falling in the floorboard. So I just blow it out. And fixing to do that, the phone rings. And I noticed it was the same number that I had just called 10 minutes ago. There was a kid going, hey, I just talked to my boss. He says it'd probably be better if I load you today than versus tomorrow. And I go, that would be great. I'm still sitting here. I was just fixing to leave here in about 10 minutes because I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, perfect. Boom, he showed up in like 7 minutes. And then we got to shooting the breeze a bit, loaded me up. We got to leave, and so we will make Denver tonight for sure. We should. Anyway, I went from Aurora to Winters, Texas in one straight run. Pretty much used 10 hours and 55 minutes of my 11-hour window to do it. So we did another 60 miles north of Winters, so to Sweetwater, Texas. I'll probably just go to the yard tonight. And then I don't know what we're going to do. This load delivers Monday. I'll have 39 hours left. I don't know if he's going to put me on another load. Or take a weekend off. I don't know. I've already had plenty of time off. I don't need any more. Coffee's good. No bean to cup, but got the dark roast. Let's go get some fuel. The heck is this, an interstate? They literally just keep coming. That car turned. whole city. Okay. Truck number odometer 173747. Entree. So 856. Do I want any money? Yeah, but no. Skip. See you get out of that. Okay. So we'll probably put about, I think, 60 gallons. Yeah, don't sit there and do a half-hour break in the fuel island, because they do that. Let's shut this pump off. $130. Oh, stuck on me. 131. Bingo. Good and tight. Or
But with changing that everything, it's hard.
That's you saw how long I looked at stuff today.
And I think that's what happened last week.
Well, would you like some hot sauce?
Connick sauce, yes.
Three, four. Thank you. You have a good day.
howdy. Let me get a number 2 ham and cheese croissant.
Okay, 1 second. Number 2, bacon, egg, and cheese croissant.
Just ham.
Oh, you want ham, egg, and cheese croissant?
I'm sorry?
Did you want the bacon, egg, and cheese or the ham, egg?
Ham, egg, and cheese.
Okay, you want the
A number 2.
sandwich or the meal?
Oh. I guess that's a number 4 I'm looking
Yes.
at. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Did you want the meal or just the sandwich?
The meal,
Okay. Small, medium, or large?
medium.
Medium.
Black coffee.
What would you like for the drink?
Black coffee.
Okay.
Actually, no, do you have iced tea?
Yes, we do.
Extra cup of ice, or well, a full cup of ice,
Sweet or unsweet? Sweet or unsweet?
unsweet.
Unsweet. What else?
An extra sandwich, same,
Okay.
and that's it.
The same way? Ham, egg, and
Yeah.
cheese?
Repair job. Just give it a kick. Thank you. Okay, see you on the highway. Okay, let's hit the highway. That girl was nice. And, I'm clueless. I tell her, I can hardly hear because of the mask, but I'm like, what part of ham sandwich do you not understand what I'm saying? Then I look at the menu better and I'm like, I'm the clueless one. It's supposed to be a number 4, not a number 2. Oh well, we got her taken care of. So I should have enough fuel to get back to Denver. We are heavy. I guess the load's 44,000 pounds. I thought it was 40 when I asked the guy how much them bags weigh. They're about 2,000 pounds times 20 is 40,000. But look at the paperwork, it says 44. I don't know. I didn't scale out. I'm pretty good at figuring out where my axles need to be. A nice old Ferrari from the 80s. You know, some of them cars, the high performance cars, have like a 4.0 V8. That's like a small little thing. The Caddy has a 6.2. So 4.0 I think might be 250 cubic inch. A big V6 is like 3.0 or 3.5, 3.6 liter. I had a truck, Ford pickup, with a 3.0 straight 6 or 300. Guess that'd be cubic inch. So probably a 5.0 liter. Good motor. It's straight 6. It was such a good motor, Ford quit making it because it was too good. Oh, I'm kind of clueless. I should have just came right out that way. Oh well. Today is Clueless Mike Day. Gotta get it together, man. Let's get back out on the highway and truck on, keep on trucking. Okay, moving over. Lexus. Going behind you. Got a nice clear front screen. "87 miles to Lubbock." Yeah, I was having coffee. I'm already drinking coffee. I don't need any more coffee. I'll be all drugged up. Hyperactivity. Driving on drugs. Caffeine. I had too much caffeine. I'm all sugar. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. A balmy 77 degrees. Northbound. And down. See you in a bit. Welcome to Clayton, New Mexico. Nuevo Mexico. The Eckland Hotel. A lot of history here. So we just got done going through the scales blindly, i.e. I never scaled out my 44,000 pound load. I just eyeballed it. You know, after you've done this for years, really smart there, buddy. Got to get in front of me so you can make a right-hand turn. It's usually what happens. Especially if it's on the freeway. They haul butt, cut in front of you, hit the brakes, and get off the freeway. It's their modus operandi. Anyway, I was hoping the scale here in Clayton would be closed, but it wasn't. So we rolled over nice and slowly, and the light stayed green. Not on my pre-pass, but on my, whatchamacallit, on their signal. Free coverings, all workers can get tested. Face coverings required in New Mexico. Blah, 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 blah. We aren't going to stop. We stopped there, did not go inside. I would have liked to have spent a little bit of money in there. You get some chicken or some iced tea, but they don't really want us in there. So we won't go in, yeah? So we cleaned off the suicidal insects and rock and roll radio. So I've tried to call my dispatch 3 times today. I know he sees missed calls. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to deliver this. I know they're hurting for trucks out in California. So I don't know. Let's check and see how it goes. At 90 balmy degrees right now. Had to squeeze a half-hour break off, so once we got through the scale, we stopped at the Lowe's truck stop there in Clayton, and did our half-hour break there by cleaning our glass, playing a little video game while waiting for the clock to tick away. I wanted to keep on rolling, but Obama clock says, nope, you do what I tell you to do. Okay. That bug hit right in my line of sight. Oh well, can't win them all. But I was glad that my scale turned out okay. Like I said, when you do it long enough, you kind of learn where they should be with the weight. But you still got to be careful. I mean, people can get popped with it. I know one time I did that with paint out of California, and I didn't have my axles right. And I went through the scales there at Cajon Pass, a red light, beep, 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 beep. Come on in. So I went in. And I'm reading the numbers because there you can see what your weight is. I'm reading the numbers. I'm like, oh no, like 1,000 pounds overweight on my tandems. I go, I'm busted. I should have got out and looked where my wheels were, and I didn't. So go across the scale slowly, and they must have had their back turned or something because the light stayed green. I rolled over the scale, and then I split. I climbed up on top of the hill there. I moved my axles in case they were gonna call me back. Never heard nothing. Continued on my way. I did go through the scale though. I did what I was supposed to do. I had a green light, so I guess I was good to go. I'm not going to go in there and say, hey, you know, I got a green light and I'm 35,000 over my axles. That light should have been red, right? Oh yeah, thanks for catching that for us. Here, let me give you a $1,000 ticket. No, I don't think so. Unless they call me in, I'm splitting. Split, split, pull. So I got a few things I could do this weekend. I'd like to get my windows tinted on the Caddy if possible. Don't know if I'll be able to. I'll try. It'd be nice because it is kind of hard having the sun peek through the window, the side windows during the summer like this. I mean, even my passenger window right now is 3/4 covered by my curtain. Not passenger, driver's side. Because the sun beats in on that side, and for UV protection, I use the curtain. I've actually got it closed, probably a good 3/4, maybe a little bit more, 7/8. But I could see in my fender mirror here to the left. I could see to about probably the whole truck and 1/4 of the trailer. So if I'm actually going to need to change lanes, I can pull the curtain back a bit, boom, see everything, and then make my move. But I had one guy drive by me, hey, quality, you shouldn't have your curtain closed like that. Nobody can see, you can't see nothing. What are you doing? I'm like, I can see just fine. Got my fender mirrors. You worry about yourself. I'll worry about myself. He didn't like it. Oh well. If there's any cops around or I'm going through a scale, I pull it back to about 1/4. But when I'm out here and the sun's beating down on my left side, no thank you, I'll cover it. I asked the owner if I could tint the window because you legally can in semis to a certain shade. He's like, nope. I asked him one time, I put a train horn in here. No, can't do that either. So one time he asked, I had another truck, how do you like that new truck? Pretty good. I forget how it came up, but I think he asked something about the truck. I go, the only thing I've done is added a train horn. He kind of smiled. I did not add the train horn, but I was joking and said that I did because I'd asked him before and he said no. So I go, yeah, I put that train horn in. Pretty cool. He just smiled. He didn't actually say and question it any further. Had he done that, I would have said, no, I'm just joking, you know. But can I put one on? I don't know, I still might. These horns they give you, they're weak. You know, kids use the old hammer pull down, say, yeah, give me a horn blow, you know. You're supposed to reach up to your left over here and pull down on a cable, which then releases air to a real air horn, and you get that real air horn sound. Well, with this, it's simulated like they do to exhausts. I think they pump exhaust sound through speaker systems. I think they've even done it to my car. Like it needs it. You know? Does it need no exhaust sound pumped through the stereo? It's not a Tesla. If anything's gonna pump out a deep-throated V8 muscle roar, it's gonna be that caddy. It does it all on its own. A few people ask me, how do you like that car? I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. Absolutely love it. It's like a daily driver that you can take to the track. It's so fun. I'm gonna do that one of these days. I'll get it on the track, do a video on it. I gotta be able to write that off, right? I'm gonna write it off on my taxes. I save my fuel receipts. Everything's gonna get written off. Since when Trump changed the tax code, we used to be able to get per diem, which enabled me to get $1,000 back after paying like $28,000 in taxes. We'd get $1,000 back. It's like, woo, thank you, oh, a little something. Then he changes the tax code, and now I owe another $1,000 on top of what I paid all year anyway. Gonna BS. Not happy at all about it. But what can you say? What can you do? Everybody's got to go half a mile an hour. They can only go as fast as that shredder will go. Taking 20 hours to go 10 miles. We got a fire over here, or what? A construction junction? They're doing highway paving. That's what that other shredder was. I think it's one of them things that chews up the old asphalt, puts on a conveyor belt, loads it into a truck, and then it gets hauled off, recycled. That's one of those ones where they remix the asphalt right there and relay it back down. Mount Dora. Like 10 buildings and they're all vacant looking. I'll mess around with New Mexico State Patrol. That one house looks lived in. Mount Dora. First speeding ticket I got in 20 years was New Mexico. In a semi. Weren't very good. Through 287, you go north of Amarillo, it takes you up to the I-70, like through Lamar. But it's 2-lane highway. You get behind them slow trucks, slow vehicles. You either try to pass, which is kind of dangerous, or you sit behind them and drive like they do. Or you can take 287, I mean 87, which is what we're on. As you can see, it's nice. There's a section where it goes to 2 lanes and then 4 like now. At least it gives you chances to pass, get around slow pokes. But drawback is like up here there's a rest area. I've filmed it before. They'll set up surprise inspections, DOT. Supplies. Well, I think we'll end this video here before it gets too long. Thanks again for riding shotgun. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace.